Alright boys, so welcome back to another video on my channel. Now here's the thing, I'm gonna do another tier list, and this one is about food. If you want to get in shape, what foods should you eat and what you should not eat? I'm gonna rate them 1 to 10, and then you guys should take conclusions. What should I eat, what should I not eat? Alright, so let's start. I write here a big list of things, so I'm gonna go fast through them. First of all, energy drinks, and have this in mind. And many people are just obsessed with energy drinks, especially the guys that go to the gym, like, oh, I love this Monster, zero sugar, wild Monster, whatever. Alright, I guess, but you don't need that much caffeine in order for you to hit a workout. It's not necessary. If you go gym and after that you have like a long work session, or before that you need to like work a lot and then you go gym, like, I understand why you're taking that. But if all you do in your day is like chill around, now it's like, if you're still in high school, right now is vacation for you, right? It's the summer vacation, summer break. You just basically chill all day, and 1 hour you go gym, right? Like, no need to take any kind of energy drink. So I'll rate this depending on your, like, I'd say on average is like an 8 out of 10. I'd say it's very useful, but it has to be in the right environment. If you actually just go gym and that's it, that's all the work that you do, don't do it. So only if you need it. So next thing, coffee. It's a very good one. I would say a 9 out of 10, because you can really easily replace those unhealthy energy drinks with coffee and say, you know what, at least I'm drinking coffee. It's still not good, but you know what, this coffee is not gonna damage too much. It's just alright, whatever. It's not as much caffeine anyways. It doesn't have those additives that the energy drink does. So 9 out of 10. Like I said, depending on your environment, depending on how your life is. If you're truly not working all day and you just want a coffee to boost 1 hour of workout, bro, you should have testosterone enough to do that on your own without any coffee, right? So, but it's pretty good, like 9 out of 10, alright? Red meat. I think you know what my opinion is on red meat, right? 10 out of 10. If you want to get in shape, any kind of red meat is alright, right? Liver, hearts, just straight up muscles. Red meat, brother, 10 out of 10. You can never go wrong with it. It also tastes amazing. Go for it. Big muscles, shredded. That's on red meat, alright? Also many vitamins and minerals, many nutrients, my bad, so yeah. Next one, 10 out of 10, right? Vegetables. I would say it depends on your goal, honestly, because if you're trying to lose weight, I would say 7 out of 10, or maybe 8 if you're trying to lose weight, because they're so low in calories, but at the same time it does not fulfill your nutritional needs. So then you'll still end up eating more food, right? If you cannot control your cravings. So it's not so good for that either. I would say overall like a 4 or 5. I would say 4.5, right? Vegetables are pretty bad. Like, you don't need them actually. So basically don't buy that. Next thing is fruits. Different to vegetables, fruits actually fulfill your needs. They have some nutrients, they are very sweet. So when you crave some sweets or some chocolate, buy some fruits, get some fruits in, and that's gonna delete all your cravings, hopefully. And you have like a low calorie snack, which is very good, right? So that kind of glucose is actually very good for your body. So just keep eating fruits. Fruits, I'd say 9 out of 10 actually. That's a pretty good one, especially if you're trying to lose weight, brother. That's the life hack, right? Next one, junk food. I would rate this 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 10. And the reason why I don't rate it 0 out of 10 is because sometimes you might need a quick break. You know what? For the last month, I've done amazing in the gym. I've done amazing in my progress. I think I can afford to eat a McDonald's or afford to get a pizza or whatever. You can afford those things, and the only reason to, because you worked your ass off. So only in those cases you can afford to eat that, right? Not necessarily completely delete junk food from your life, but delete junk food in like the big proportions. Eat once a month junk food, and that's only if you go gym and you eat the right food every single day. And in that case, it won't affect your body that much, right? So I would say 1 or 2 out of 10, honestly. Processed sugar, 1 out of 10. Actually 0. Processed sugar is shit. You don't need it. People say nowadays, yo, buy Bueno or buy whatever kind of Kinder, because that's gonna boost your IGF-1 or LARPing, brother. LARPing. That's actually unhealthy, bro. Processed sugar, well, no, is bullshit. So many additives. You don't know. I mean, sure, it tastes good for a moment, and then you're gonna regret that, because all that you eat is basically future fat, right? Oh, why do I have a belly fat? because it's too much processed sugar. On to the next one, boys. 1 out of 10, right? Seed oils, 0 out of 10. I fucking no way. Like, you cannot eat that shit, like, never. And if you try to say, well, yeah, but like, where should I fry my steak or my whatever, my eggs? In butter, bro. Use butter instead. I should actually add butter in the style list. I would say 10 out of 10, because when you want to eat something that's fried, at least use butter. At, at least butter, right? Or you know what? Maybe I don't have some butter in here. Some olive oil. Olive oil is actually not so good either. Like, it's no benefits. If you get too much of it, you might have some problems. So keep it in consideration that it's not too much. Olive oil is actually not good. But butter, bro, put as much butter as you want on that steak, as much butter as you want on the eggs, and that's gonna be alright, right? So, seed oil 0 out of 10. Very easy to replace, so no reason for you to consume that. Unless it's that 1% of junk food that you eat. Unless it's that very small percentage, right? But in your day to day life, delete that, alright? Fasting, and this is a very interesting one because I just talk about foods, but fasting can be a meal, right? Today I have not eaten anything, you know, and it's like what 5 p.m. I'm probably gonna eat like at 6, maybe 8 p.m. And the reason for that is because I'm just not so hungry. You know, my lifestyle is like is demanding me so much food because I'm always doing shit. I'm always like in the gym, doing that, doing this. And my body still demands some food, but because I eat such a big amount of nutrients, liver, tarts, muscle meat, and all that shit, and many eggs as well, dairy product, I just do not feel the need to eat every single hour of the day. I just don't feel the need, and I'm on a cut, so does pretty great to me. So, but do not fast to a point where I just don't want to eat and I crave food so much, but I just cannot resist. But I should resist. Like, that's basically just gonna fuck up with your discipline. Like, you're basically gonna concentrate all that energy that you could put in the gym. You're gonna concentrate that energy into not eating food because you're fasting. Fast when you can and you feel like fasting. Because sometimes you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like eating. Good, do some fasting, right? Just don't eat. You're not hungry. Eat when you're hungry, like a few hours later, right? That's my advice on you. That's my advice for you on fasting. Like, you don't necessarily need to fast, but if you want to, sure. So I'll give that, depending on the situation, I would say 7 out of 10, honestly. Zero sugar soda, zero sugar Coke, zero sugar Pepsi, zero sugar whatever. And they say, well, it's not really healthy because they have this and that chemicals in them. Well, it's not healthy overall. I mean, even if it has sugar, even if it's like zero sugar, low calorie, high calorie, honestly, it's just not healthy. So is it a good hack? Like, if your only concern is I just want to lose weight, bro, you can have a glass of zero Coke sugar. That's not gonna do too much. It's alright. But like I said, it's not beneficial at all. It's just food that bro, so many additives. Just read the whole list, bro. So many additives. You might not even know how to pronounce some of them. So my advice would be just be careful on the processed foods and just foods that have too many ingredients type of food, right? Those kind of foods just try to avoid as much as possible. And that includes zero sugar Coke and zero sugar soda in general, right? You might say, well, it's healthy because it's low calorie, but low calorie doesn't necessarily mean healthy. You know, butter is healthy and it's very high in calories, and so on, right? So I'd give zero sugar soda honestly 6 out of 10, because if you just want to cut down weight and you just always drink like lots of high sugar drinks like before, then changing that high sugar intake, processed sugar, to basically zero sugar, that's a good change, to be honest. So if you can do that, if your life was like you before were drinking so much sugary sodas and now you're just drinking zero sugar and you're drinking less because you want to lose weight, that's a good thing. So I'd give it a 6, honestly. So not terrible, but also not very healthy. So in that case, bro, just make your own decision at the end of the day. Know your body, know what you want to consume and what is worth consuming. At the end of the day, it's not helping you with anything, like I said. at least buy a fucking zero sugar Red Bull, right? It's gonna get you some strength in the gym. Also not healthy, but like still, right? It's gonna bring you some kind of benefits. Not only, oh shit, it tastes good, but it's just a lot of chemicals in water. I mean, at that point, brother, what I recommend you guys, I have not written this here, but you should drink sparkling water. 10 out of 10. Because if you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, sparkling water has many minerals in it. It's just amazing. So that's a good replacement for sugary soda drinks or zero sugar ones. It's just a good replacement for that. It's just the healthiest, better, superior version. So try to replace those zero sugar drinks with sparkling water and see how much better you're gonna feel, right? And also the cravings are gonna go a bit down because you're drinking the right stuff, which gives you some minerals, whatever, right? So do your best to get in shape by choosing the right foods to eat. And by doing that, you also should delete some of the things that you're not gonna eat. Like, all right, I'm not gonna eat cereals anymore. Delete. That's it. And you just start deleting things. I'm gonna delete cereals. I'm gonna delete vegetables. I'm gonna delete this and that, and we're gonna end up eating the right diet. I mean, at the end of the day, this is how it works. So yeah, boys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for at least a few of you. It's been a pretty short list. I could make it longer, but I just know I like to speak. So, what do you think about the start of this video, boys? Tier list, food, style list, whatever. Comment down below what tier list do you want to see next, and I'll probably make a video about that one. All right. And I read every single comment, so boys, don't feel shy to comment. See you boys in the next video. Bye. Stay strong.